We are in Photoshop Project 2 Vintage Car Montage. We are continuing on with the third set from the Stage 2 section. We are going to bring in the images to go in the little insets at the bottom. Sometimes it's difficult to select an image because it can be difficult to find it in the Layers panel. We end up with a lot of different layers, and sometimes it's just easier to pick up and select an item not by the layer but simply by clicking on it. We're going to do that next. We need to bring in the three images that are going in those panels. So we're going to go to File, and we are going to place embedded each one of these items, and make sure you click to accept it. And inset 1 in the layers panel needs to be on top, stacked right above the left inset. And we're going to place embedded and inset 2, which needs to be placed right above the center inset. If you select the layer right inset and place embedded the inset 3, it will come up in the proper order in the layer stack, and accept that. Pick up your move tool and make sure that you have auto select checked, and then you can select the items simply by clicking on them, and you won't need to go in and select the layer. So grab that first one and bring it down over the correct inset. And we did not have to go to the layer each time to make that selection. Now, unfortunately, each one of these items completely covers those nice little red rectangles that we made underneath. So we are going to go into the Inset 1 layer, and we are going to open the contextual menu by right-clicking on the layer. We're going to create a clipping mask. A clipping mask is simply another way to show only a section of a layer. The shape of the one layer shows only whatever is selected of the layer above it. You can see now that inset 1 is now linked to left inset. And if we don't like the position of it, we can go in with the move tool on that layer, and we can still move around to select whatever section we want to display. As with a layer mask, a clipping mask does not permanently modify the pixels, and if we went into the contextual menu and we chose to release that mask, everything would become visible again. We're going to do the same thing now to inset 2 and inset 3. And for one final adjustment, take the car layer and bring that up above the rounded rectangle layer, and position the car so that it appears to be coming out of the empty space from the layer behind. At this point, you can save, and then we will continue with stage 3.